Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you're all well, and today we are going to start a new chapter that is congruence and similarity from book D2. Right? So the topic today is congruence and similarity. Congruence and similarity. Right? This is chapter number 8 on page number 191. Very interesting topic, very informative topic of O-level syllabus. And first of all, we have to understand about the concept of congruence and similarity. And we have to learn what are congruent figures and what are similar figures. So, first of all, we will discuss about congruent figures. What are congruent figures actually? So, on page number 193, there are many examples of congruent figures, and you can see many shapes which are congruent, which are many figures which are congruent. If you study the book before you start the exercise, you can have many examples of congruent figures. So, a very small definition of congruent figures I am going to write on the board. What are congruent figures? Congruent figures. Okay. Small definition of congruent figures is the figures are congruent, right, if they have exactly same shape and same size, right? So this is the very common definition of congruent figures. The figures which have exactly same shape and same size. Let's say we have two triangles, same shape, and if they have same size, then that triangles are congruent triangles. Let's say if we have two spheres have same shapes, but if they have same size also, then that spheres are congruent spheres. Many examples, like if you have two chairs in your drawing room, and they have same shape and same size, then that chairs in your drawing room are congruent chairs. So we have many examples of congruent figures in our daily life, right? So this is the common definition of congruent figures, and then we will move forward about the next definition. Two figures are congruent if the corresponding sides and angles corresponding is very important. If the corresponding sides and angles of both figures are same. So, two figures are congruent, right? Two figures are congruent if the corresponding sides and angles of both figures are same. So, it's the criteria of congruent figures that they should have same corresponding sides and same corresponding angles. So, we will solve some problems. Then you will understand the concept very effectively. But I suggest you that when you listen my lecture and when you are going to do the worksheets, inshallah, then please spend some time to read the pages of this chapter before exercise, because there are many examples of congruent figures and they will be very helpful for you to understand the concept of congruent figures. So let's move towards the exercise 8A. Exercise 8A, page number 201. Exercise 8A, page 201. Right? So the first question is very important, very interesting. Which pairs of shapes are congruent? We have many figures, 12 figures in first question, and they have some, the name of that figures are mentioned by alphabets A, B, C, right, like this. So if you have books with you, A has the common figure of F, right? Like B is the common figure of J. C has a common figure of E, like this, right? So this is very interesting question. You can solve this question on the book, right? So let's move towards the second question. Okay, boys, move towards the second question, and that is about filling the blanks of two congruent figures. Question number 2, page number 201, exercise 8A. So the two figures are given. PQRST is congruent to the VWXYZ, right? So we have to draw the two diagrams. Like this. Yes. These two diagrams are given in the question. PQRST, PQRST, and that is VWXYZ, VWXYZ. Here is 90, 90, right? So some given some sides to 3.5, 3.5 again, and 2 and 2.1, right? So we have to fill the blanks. First of all, PQ is equal to VW, PQ is equal to VW is equal to centimeters, right? Then PT 2, PT blank 2, then QR, right, QR, then TS, then SR, and finally angle PQR. We have to find the angle, right? So I have told you in the start of this lecture that if the corresponding sides and angles of two figures are same, then they are congruent figures. So what is the meaning of corresponding sides and angles? PQ has a corresponding side VW in second figure, PT has a corresponding side of VZ, and QR has a corresponding side of WX, SR has a corresponding side of YX, and TS has a corresponding side of ZY, right? If they are saying that these two figures are congruent, but it is given in the question that these are congruent, so just we have to fill the blanks, right? So if PT is 2, VWXYZ, right? So if PQ is 3.5, so VW is also 3.5, right? So PT is 2, then VZ is also 2. If QR is 3.5, then WX is also 3.5. Then TS is 2.1, then ZY is also 2.1. Then SR is 2, then YX is also 2. Then angle PQR, angle should be on the middle alphabet. So angle PQR is 90. So angle VWX is also 90. So this is the question, right? So just we have filled the blanks by applying the rule that the corresponding sides of both figures are same if they are congruent figures. So let's move forward towards the next question. Question number 4. It is mentioned in the question that we have 3 parts in question number 4, and the statement is, are the following pairs of triangles congruent? If so, explain your answer, and if not so, then also explain the reason, right? So if the triangles are same in the specific parts, then what is the reason? Reason is that the corresponding sides and angles are same, and if they are not congruent, the reason is that the corresponding sides and angles are not same. So then in the first part, you have to see that triangle AB like this. This is A, this is B, this is C. This is 4 centimeters. This is 36.9 degree, and this is 90. This is 3 centimeters. This is 5 centimeters. These are the labeling, and triangle PQR like this. PQR, and Q is 90, 3 centimeters QR, PR is 5, right, and PP is 4, and 36.9. So we have to judge that these two triangles are congruent or not. So we have to see the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. So let's see. B is the corresponding vertex as Q in this diagram. So see that the angle is 90 on B and Q. So AB and PQ are the corresponding sides, and they have same 4 on B 90, on Q 90. Then we have AC is 5, we have PR is also 5, and we have angle on A 36.9, we have angle on P 36.9. So AC and P are corresponding sides, and A and P are corresponding points, corresponding vertices, because the angle is same on both points. So, and last is BC is 3 and Q is also 3, and these two sides are congruent, same. These two sides are same. Now the angle third is, we have to find the angle third, that is 53.1. When you subtract these two angles from 180, then 53.1, and here is 53.1. So both figures are congruent because we have now concluded that corresponding sides and corresponding angles in both figures are same. So we write the reason that yes, they are congruent. They are congruent because they have same corresponding angles and sides. So boys and girls, my dear students, it's enough for you today, and what we have done today, we have started this chapter, and I have told you the concept of congruent figures. I have written the definition of both. Then we have done question first. You have have to do it on your books. We have done question number 2 and we have done question number 4, just one part. The remaining questions we will do in the next lecture inshallah, and you have to do the worksheet which I will send you in this lecture, and see the next lecture. Stay blessed, stay happy, and Allah Hafiz.